So recently I took a trip to my local game store and just looking for some miniatures to either add into dioramas or just to paint and collect, possibly to use in a future D&D game. And basically what I did is I only had like 5 minutes, my family was waiting in the car, so I just quickly went through the shelves and grabbed a few that caught my eye. And I'd love your help in figuring out what I should do with these, whether I should, use them as a character in a D&D game, or I should build a diorama of something. Maybe if you guys have an idea, it would really help. So I'm going to go over the ones I picked up. Just be a quick video, just me talking, but I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. So, okay, so one of the weird ones I grabbed was a pack mule. There's actually two pack mules, and I'm not sure why I grabbed them. It's just as I was looking through the shelves, they just caught my eye. And pretty cool miniatures. I'm not sure where I'm going to use them, but that's the first thing I grabbed. Maybe I can use them for like a D&D game, just kind of paint them up and have them in like a town setting just for ambiance. Maybe they can be, playable character, or like something that a character that you could use, like essentially grab a pack mule and so you could, haul more gear. I don't know. Maybe I should use it for some sort of diorama. I also grabbed a couple of boxes of figures, so these caught my eye. It's just a dwarf fighter and dwarf cleric. So again, I'm a sucker for dwarves, anything Lord of the Rings dwarves or just dwarves in general. The one group of miniatures I'd love to pick up is a company called Atlantis Miniatures. They make some super cool miniatures for printing, and they've got some cool dwarves. So yeah, like this one's got a horn. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to paint regardless of what I use it for, but possibly a D&D character, maybe a diorama. What are you guys thinking? And then human druids. So there's a couple here in the box, and again, those are going to be fun to paint, and not sure what I'll use them for yet. Maybe I should be a druid. Got a D&D game planned coming up with a few other people who haven't had the chance to play much, and so I'm thinking maybe I could be a druid. I don't know if it's a good character type or not. Maybe it's bad. And of course, you gotta always grab a couple of bad guys, right? So one caught my eye was this giant spider, and it's got like an egg hatch, which is kind of like translucent, which could be neat to paint. I'm thinking if I use like an ink or something, I might be able to keep some of the translucency there. Could look really cool. And then I got a little box of small spiders to go along, because where there's one big spider, there's got to be a few small spiders for her to boss around, right? The last thing I picked up, which I'm actually pretty excited about, is a box for Guild Ball. So this is a Blacksmith Guild box. Now, Guild Ball is either been discontinued, or I don't know. They stopped making new stuff. Sounds like they're still supporting it, and there's a pretty big community of people who want the game to continue. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with Guild Ball, but I really enjoy the game as well as the miniatures. There's some fantastic miniatures. Some of the favorite ones I've painted so far have been from Guild Ball. Like, where is he? This guy right here, Corsair, is probably the the miniature that I feel like I've really kind of captured what I wanted to capture in the miniature the most. Turned out really well for my my painting skills at the time, and I'm happy with this one. I love just having it on the shelf. I've actually used him in games too, played with him. So I enjoy these miniatures, and I'm hoping that the game does continue. So these ones are really cool because they're all one-piece miniatures. They're all pre-assembled. They're ready to paint. I mean, they have to be primed, but you know, I'm just gonna quickly open this up and I'll show you a couple of the individual miniatures that are in here. One of the most satisfying sounds and feelings in the world is taking that shrink wrap off of like board games and packages. Oh, so this is interesting. I did not realize this. The box also comes with tokens. So there are tokens for the game. There's also cards for each of the characters. Oh, so it looks like there are life counters, essentially, for each of the characters as well, and then a bunch of status tokens. I'm not sure, again, if I'll be able to actually use these in a game or not. I do know a few friends of mine that still have stuff that might play with me, so there's a possibility. So the first one that catches my eye, or caught my eye when I grabbed the box, was this big guy. Now I don't even know what his name is. I'm sure one of you guys can point it out, but it's this really cool armored horse. Big, beefy looking guy. Knight in shining armor. So that was the one that caught my eye first. I'm excited about that one. But there are some other cool ones. This guy here looks like he has a deal with weapons. He doesn't ever want to be without one or something, because he has got a collection. Again, if you guys have ideas of, maybe even just paint schemes, colors, or ideas of how I could use these ones, besides playing them in, the actual game. This guy's got a nice dynamic pose, jumping off of something. So that's one thing about the Guild Ball miniatures that I really enjoy or appreciate, is how well they're sculpted and just how dynamic some of the poses are. Ooh, this one here too. This one's actually jumping. So this guy's... That's a cool one. This is one of the other characters that caught my eye. It's got like a giant flamethrower. So that guy would be fun to paint as well. And then it also came with a goal. So this is like the goal for your end of the playing field. Cool piece of terrain, if nothing else. And then also an anvil. So I thought that caught my eye as well, because I have an anvil. There's even a hammer on top. And then it came with the ball, which is, meh. So yeah, I'm excited to paint some of these. I've been holding off painting them because I'm working on a couple of other ones right now. And I have a lot of miniatures that are unpainted. I'm sure most of you guys do as well. But now that I've shown them in a video, I can paint them when I want to. So you may see them in an upcoming video. I have been recording a little bit of myself painting, but I'm not sure exactly how I'll use that in the video yet. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate every time you guys tune in, and I really appreciate when I get comments and questions so that I can, talk back and forth with you guys. my channel's slowly growing, and I'm excited for that. You know, we're at almost 50 subscribers now, and I think I was at 16 or 17 videos last, no, maybe not, 13, 14 videos last time I checked, and I'm still on my 1 video a week at a minimum schedule, so I've been holding true to that, and I'm going to try to keep that up for at least a year and see where it goes. I'm, as you can probably tell, playing around with different types of lighting and different setups with my camera and that type of thing too. So as I'm learning how to make videos and film, I'm also learning a lot about the craft, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, if you enjoy what I'm doing, and if you want to follow along and see how I progress and maybe get better, and you want to learn something from me or teach me something through the comments, please subscribe and join in and follow along. So we will see you guys next time. Most likely the next one is going to be a regular Monday video, which this week is, what did I do? Oh, I did a cooking video. So that's a new one, something that I haven't done on my channel before. I got out of my comfort zone and into a whole new filming location. I went upstairs into my kitchen, and I did some smoked meat. So if you're interested in that, make sure you tune in on Monday for that. And until then,